Adrian, good to see you. Just reflecting on the back end of last season now, I mean, it's a few weeks now since the disappointment of failing to get progress to the grand final. How disappointing was that?
Yeah, really disappointing. The way we was going all year, we thought we was at least going to make the grand final and obviously been with a shot at winning it, but that's the nature of sport. Leeds were better on the day. We probably didn't play as well as we have been playing all year, but as I say, take nothing away from Leeds. They timed their run great and they went on to take the title out. But I think looking back on the season, as disappointing as it was, you've got to say it was a successful year to finish top of the Super League, to have as many great wins as we did and the score lines which we did. It was terrific. Not to say it wasn't disappointing, which it was. On the whole, I think we can be quite pleased with the season.
Have you been able to put your finger on what went wrong in that last game against Leeds?
No. As I say, Leeds played very, very well. It was a great game. It was a game where what we could have won as well. If a few calls would have gone our way, or the bounce of the ball, it wasn't outclassed in any way. It was just one of them games of rugby league that went down to the wire, and unfortunately Leeds got it on that day. But it was a great game, and if you're going to be knocked out, you want to go down in a classic really, where it could have gone your way. And if we'd have took that game out, I think we'd have took the title out. But as I say, that's sport and that's rugby league, and you've got to time your run right. And wherever you are in the league, it has no consequence if you don't perform in the playoffs, and we just weren't good enough that night. I don't think there was any particular reason. It was just a case of that they had a very good night, and we probably weren't as good as we could have been, but for no reason. It was still a good game. Does
it hurt more when it's against one of your former clubs?
No, there's no sentiment there, and former clubs and all that. It was just one of them. I mean, it's funny how the season went. You wouldn't give Leeds a chance the first half of the year, and then I think they won 12 out of the last 13 games, something like that. So they deserve the title. But yeah, just because it was Leeds, it could have been any side. It would have hurt just as much, being knocked out of anyone.
As club captain and a player, how much did it mean to you actually winning the League Leaders' Shield?
Yeah, it was a huge achievement from the boys. I know it's played down a little bit, but in years gone by, that was the champions who ever finished top of the pile, and to do that in the regular season is quite a great achievement. So I'm very, very proud of the boys, and to lift the shield on home soil was a very proud moment of mine. It was something I've never done in the Super League, so it's quite an accolade for the Warrington club.
Do you think there should be more importance given to winning the league? Because after all, most people would say the team that finishes top of the pile after a full season is the best team in Super League.
Well, no, everyone's bought into the grand final and the playoff system. So, in years gone by, if we'd have won the grand final from 4th or 5th, then we could have said we're champions, and the team who finished first. That's just the way it is. And just because we finished first, we can't start arguing what the system's like. It is what it is, and we've all got to abide by it. So I think the grand final has been a fantastic add-on to what is already a fantastic sport. So no, I think the grand final is there to stay. You do get a bit of silverware, the League Leaders' Shield, so I think that's enough.
But the players don't even get a medal, do they?
No, they don't. I mean, they might look at giving the players a little keepsake, but I mean, medals are great, but at least you could say we finished top of the pile. So.
Have you still got your ring from your Bradford win?
I have actually, yeah. It's down at my mum's. My mum's got all my medals and rings and whatnot, so yeah, they're all down there for safekeeping.
Now, you had the problem with your eye at the end of last season. Totally recovered from that now?
Yeah, 100% recovered. It's the eye's fine now, so it was a bit worrying at the time if I was going to get it back at all. Never mind this year, but touch wood, it's been great, and so hope there's plenty more games left in the eye.
Well, I mean, some of the reports I was reading about them actually taking your eyeball out, does that not make you feel a bit squeamish?
A little bit. I mean, yeah, it was a bit the procedure didn't sound great, but you know, he was a good surgeon, and thankfully he done the job.
You didn't know much about it then?
No, I didn't. I was knocked out, thankfully.
Yes. I'm almost passing out just thinking about it. Looking ahead to next season, it's possibly your last season with Warrington. It's certainly your last year of contract. Have you had any thoughts about whether you extend that contract or whether there's still more fuel in the tank?
Well, I'm at the point now where I'll just take it year by year. It's not fair to the club or myself committing to more than a year. So I've definitely got next year in me. I feel like as though I can do that year justice. I think probably around about June next year we'll start thinking about either calling it a day or going on another year. So, but at the minute, you know, I'm still feeling good. So hopefully there's plenty more miles left yet.
Now, turning to the international scene, you've got the Four Nations, you're in the England squad, you're on the bench. There's only 2 Warrington players in the 17. Are you surprised by that?
A little bit. You know, judging on the season we've had, yeah, to only have 2 players in the 17 is a little bit disappointing and surprising. But I know there's been a few issues with injuries and players pulling out, so I think that really did play a factor in Steve Mack's decisions. But I mean, to have 2 players in is still a pretty good achievement.
How do you rate the Four Nations as a tournament?
And I think it's great. You know, International Rugby League should be and is for me the pinnacle of the sport. To get an opportunity to play for your country against other nations is tremendous. The fact that it's on home soil is a big boost to the England side, and hopefully a big boost to the public. So let's hope they get behind it. Let's hope it's a great tournament.
Now, they always used to call it the Tri-Nations, and it was Great Britain, and then they changed it and brought Wales in, and it's England-Wales. Do you think that adds to the competition? Yeah,
I think you know, the game in Wales, it'll be a shot in the arm for the Welsh national side. I mean, you know, the fact that they beat the French last year is tremendous, really. You know, considering the progress they've made over the last couple of years. So I think it'll be great for the Welsh public and the Welsh Rugby League. And with the demise of Wrexham, you know, let's hope this really does give the game a boost, and hopefully it go from strength to strength.
Now, you're going to be going head to head with Lee Brace, your old mate, sparring partner. Will you go easy on him?
Yeah, I'll go easy on him. Not like that. No, I can't see him laying a finger on Lee. He's too smart. But I'll be doing my best. But no, I'll be interested. I've not played against him for over 10 years, so you know, hopefully I'll have a bit of an insight into how he plays and a bit of tip the boys up on his skills.
Okay, Adrian. Well, good luck in the tournament and good luck for next season with Warrington.
Thank you.